Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Bloody Handz campaign, my Savage Orc campaign here, guys, where we are starting to push back after our almost complete loss. We've got a war going on one of our armies, and our other army is pushing north hard. This is the army of the war, and I've got Grimgor here, Grimgor Ironhide, who is also going to start pushing with me as well. Now we've got one of our whole territories back here. Right, I do have some public order that's going to start stabilising. Yeah, that's going to start stabilising soon, so I'm going to push this into a... I'm going to extort some more income out of my people just to try and keep me going. And end turn, guys. Let's see where these dwarfs go. Okay, I'm suffering up here in the mountains. I'm probably going to start losing, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if I lose all the territory up there. Now, the dwarves are pulling back. Now, this is the worry, guys, is if the dwarves get all of their armies together, I can't actually take, I don't think I can take them just yet. But, so what I really want to do is I want to catch them on their own. Now, I have thrown out a couple of peace treaties down here. So, Karak Azul are allied with me, Barak Var are not, and I've taken an alliance with Telia as well. Well, not alliance, sorry, peace treaties, guys. So just to cover my back, effectively, I've just made peace with them for the time being. Because I was suffering, I was getting my butt kicked by them all, basically. And now I can get away with ignoring them for at least 10 or so turns. Just while I deal with the dwarfs and push the dwarfs into submission. Now we'll see what's going on. They are possibly at war with the vampires, which is good if that is the case, because it means I don't have to deal with it. Now, this is worrying, these crusaders over here, because they are quite powerful. However, I can potentially deal with them, but at the moment, I'm in a tricky. Basically, I'm just in a tricky position at the moment, guys. I could do with heading over and smashing Barakvar. But again, they've only got a couple of territories, and I'm going to leave that for the time being anyway. Because the longer I leave them, well, it's... yeah, they do have some big armies, and it's taking armies away from the front I need them on, basically. That wasn't really surprising that happened. Skarsnik is ready for duty. Stitch Up Teeth Robber is also. Let's whack here. This will be a nice easy one, guys. I'm going to loot and occupy for the cash, even though it's not much. Let's chuck up a wall, actually. Oh, right, this is where... Right, this is tricky. Well, I'm dropping a unit here somewhere. They both do the same missile damage. Not that Orc Archers are really very good. I'm basically doing a little bit of tinkering with armies. Right, now he's going to go into Grimgor's army, because this is for a mission. Gets me a bit of cash. And then I'm going to swap you back into... Because he's a melee lord, so I'm swapping him back into Wurrzag's army to get myself another melee lord in here. A nice melee lord, a melee hero in here even. He's not a melee lord, he's a melee hero. Right, so we've got plus 12 for Savage Orcs here. That just ups my aura size. That is good long run. +6, +8. I'm going to leave that for the moment. I want to throw some money in, some things into spells. So, 1, 2, 3. Let's get that so that buff up my recharge rate. Okay, and end turn. I'm going to start pushing forwards again, trying to recap our old places. What I really want to do here is I want to catch dwarven armies on their own, so I can lay siege, ideally in cities like they're doing there, so I can lay a big siege to them, get all of my armies together and lay siege to them and smash them with superior numbers, so I can just swarm them with all of my orcs. That's going to be my best bet here, actually, because if I try and smash them in one grand battle, I will probably actually lose that grand battle, guys. Much as I'd like to think I can win that, at the moment I probably can't.
What's that, Gork? Smoke some, you say?
I will take that peace treaty. For the time being, I'm taking peace treaties. I can go to all of these guys and deal with them later. I want to get the Badlands secured now. Next, I want to push out the dwarves, and the dwarves are suffering to the vampire count, so I can push up into the mountains. Though they are still getting other alliances with other groups, but I can push them back. I can potentially even recapture the mountains around here, but I'm not in any rush to do that. I want to ideally secure down here to really secure the Badlands properly. No, because this is where, you know, all these places in the Eastern Badlands. I've unlocked better stickers. Let's get big leather. Right, let's just have a look. It doesn't tell me what's actually buffing it up, never mind. Move the character to the east. Now I'm heading that way slowly, so... Right, Grimgor can actually lead this attack, because I want to try and get a second war going. But if we move up Wurrzag, we'll be able to easily capture this, actually. And we've re-secured Wurzag's beach. We're just occupying for now, guys. Okay. Right, I've got a reasonable income now. I'd like to get these guys in somewhere. These guys are awesome. These guys carry 2 great axes, which is just it's quite funny, actually. However, not just yet. Right, I have leveled up. Now, I did want to get this just to buff up my Black Orc units. However, oh, that's good. That's very good, actually, getting in Frenzy. So, how many points do I need? I need 4. But I can also go down this tree, which is very good, and buffs them up. So basically, I've got 2 trees, which are really good. However, Hatred, that's a straight 15% extra weapon strength. That is a huge buff. Okay, let's end turn. Right, we're gonna head down here to capture this army. Now, we might lose a few places behind us, but that's not the end of the world. Especially if they don't capture places and do things like that. Because that's a worrying sized force. However, if I can push down and capture that little place, I'm in a good position. Let me guess. You're going to war with me. They've been going to war with me for a long time, guys. That's not really too much to worry about. So, yeah, we're just keeping an eye on things everywhere here. I do want to smash these armies before they do too much damage, but at the same time, I don't want to take on two at a time if I can avoid it. And actually, if I can take here, I can then push back up to Wurzag's walls, and then we can recapture this territory. You know, and then we can push up into the mountains, and that's probably going to be a better bet for us. And if we keep doing that, the dwarves will be pulled back, actually. And I can smash that one army on its own, assuming it doesn't run away. And there's a good chance it will actually try and run away, guys, as I push towards it. And this is the other thing, though. It's about you know, having the mobility, because they will try and avoid me, and if they brought all their armies together, they would probably win. It would be a hell of a battle, but I suspect they would win.
Just better involve fighting. Alright, I'm going.
Right, here goes nothing. Even if they move out of there, I will capture that settlement, so... Now, it's possible they're going to push behind me and capture places. But if they do that, they do that. Now, I want them to wait there. Oh! Ew. Do I fight this? I'm not sure I'll win this if I fight it. This is a tricky thing. I'm going to do a cheeky little save, guys, and I'm actually going to fight this because I need to win this. I hate the fact you don't get reinforcements in these. Because I need to take out this army if I can. This is actually their main lord as well, so if I do take this out... reinforcements, which I'm not getting. If I do take out this army, yeah, this is a very good defensive position for the dwarves as well, because they've obviously got this whole place to defend. However, I can potentially use my arty. I do have some monstrous units, so what I really want to do is I want to crunch one of their. I want to try and crush one of their flanks and get around behind them, guys. This is where having some black orcs would actually be really beneficial for me, because I had black orcs I could get around the backs of them. Again, it would put me in a much stronger position. That said, all of my savage orcs have been buffed up, so they do a lot more damage. While they don't do armor piercing, so the dwarves will gain benefits from having the heavy armor. I do still do a lot more damage than I was before. Right, that's a good amount of magic. You can go in the middle because you're unbreakable, as can you. Okay. I don't actually want you in there. Sorry, wrong lord I put in there.
Ready?
Just move everything forwards just a little bit to bring ourselves into artillery range. The downside is we're also in artillery range. Right, let's start march. Oop. Right. I want the dwarves to stay stuck together like that, actually. Ah, they're splitting a bit. Pause for 1 sec. Sorry, I try not to pause, but I'm getting myself into a bit of a situation. I'm getting him closer so I can use some spells. We're getting these guys behind as quick as we can. You can also push up behind. Right, this is perfect. We're getting right round behind. Let's pop a foot of Gork out. Right here. You three can just slam right into the back of their centre. Let's spawn some... Oh, we can... Oh, that's awesome. I can spawn a little unit of spiders with him. Okay, these guys can keep hammering into the back. Right, get them. They need to get taken out fast. That unit is nasty. Okay, we're doing nicely. I'm happy with how we're doing at the moment. Right, this is going reasonably... We've got another foot of Gork I can pop. Let's pop that here again. Oh, buff up all the leadership. I'm struggling in the centre a little bit, so let's get some units in to help. You can just charge over here. Okay, we're breaking them here. So you guys can slam into the sides of them. You can reposition. You guys can keep hitting them. You guys can actually charge up. No, you guys can keep fighting. Oh, this is going nicely, guys. This is going nicely. We've got a foot of Gork, but I don't really have anywhere to use it. Nice! So we've cracked them. We've completely broken them. We've taken a lot of damage here, but oh, that damaged my own units. That is something to actually remember. Right, let's get every single thing chasing him. He's going to get off the battlefield, but if I can kill him, that would be brilliant. He's stuck in the middle of my forces, but he's still going to make it off, annoyingly. However, we will make it hurt. He might not. He's slowly making off, but we're making pay. I think I completely destroy his army anyway here, so we're going to end battle. Close victory, which is to be expected with that. I'm quite happy with that victory. We did a lot of damage there. And the thing there, guys, was I got round behind and I didn't let them use their range. They didn't have much range there. It was that getting round the back which really, really helped me. Though my Savage Orcs, you can tell from those buffs I've been throwing them, even though they don't have that armor-piercing damage, they are doing that much more damage now, guys, that it really is starting to pay off. Eat 'em! So we are eating them, and we have just smashed one of those dwarven armies. They're pulling back up now, with some of them anyway, which is what I wanted to do. That's perfect. That's the exact sort of movement I needed from them, guys, because they're spreading themselves too thin now. They've lost an army. That wasn't an easy fight. That wasn't how I wanted to fight that fight, but tell you what, guys, it was an interesting fight to fight, because the dwarves, I would have won that fight as the dwarfs, but I would have fought it very, very differently. So, and this is what I was worried about, Barak Var, and they are tricky. I would like to try and get a peace treaty with them if I can, but they are going to be tricky to deal with. So Grimgor is going to retake that little place next turn, and then we're going to keep pushing, and then we're going to push back up north, pushing back through our territory again, and getting ourselves nice and secure. Push through the dwarfs, and then we're going to push up into the dwarven heartlands up in the mountains, which are far more secure for me to hold. And as I start pushing there, guys, I'm going to be getting more and more powerful. Especially as I raid a few of those places, it'll get me a nice big chunk of money, so I'll be able to buff up my income nicely.
Come then, messenger. Spit out your words so I can be done with them.
Let's try throw some money their way. These greedy dwarfs, see if I can So I might have to send an army down there, which is not what I really want to do, but nice easy auto. Just gonna occupy, it's not worth it for that little cash.
Let's take what should be ours.
How is he doing? How did that not up his fightiness? Okay. Power drain to up my reserves. He already has a giant spider. Okay, guys, and Grimgor has leveled up 2. That's very good. So we're going to start going down choppers.
Fire's powers.
Do either of these... You're just going to wait there for now.
The great green prophet.
I'm going to start building more walls. And end turn. Oh, I'm probably going to lose Iron Rock. That was probably a waste. Okay, so the dwarfs are... I don't know where they're going, but I'm not fussed. Even if they capture here, I'm not fussed, guys, because at the end of the day, they're away. Oh, that's perfect. So they are moving, they're doing exactly what I want. They're getting themselves into a tricky position there, which means they will probably pull back when I go, but hopefully they'll pull back to Wurrzag's walls, which means I'll be able to siege them with multiple armies, with 2 armies and my war, which will probably get us to get them knocked over quite quickly. So this is going well. They're going to take Iron Rock. So I'm winning the war in the north, but I am having issues over there. However, that's not the end. As I said, that's not the end of the world, guys. I can cope with those. I can cope with those losses because I'm taking back. I'm doing more damage to the dwarfs up here than I would be over there. The only thing is I might be forced to turn my forces rather than pushing up at the Dwarven capital. Then again, I might just push up and smash the Dwarven capital anyway, and then force a peace treaty with the dwarves, and then finish off Venna, jump on top of Barak Var and finish them off. And then we can set our sights on Karak Azul, or even the Humies. Though the dwarfs need, if I can take out the dwarfs up to the border, up to the edge of the map, I am more secure. I have my backs to a wall then. I don't have to worry about things from every side. We're about to get another rebellion up there. That was expected.
Just better involve fighting.
Let's knock a few buildings over. Get myself some cash back, basically, and end turn again. Now our income is beginning to suffer, so I do need to keep pushing. Simply, I've lost some very good, very profitable settlements.
Welcome news.
No. So Wurrzag's walls will be taken back, and we're going to keep this roll on. And to recap, we'll sack a few places as we go as well, but we're going to keep this roll on, keep moving, force the dwarves into some into some bad battles, basically. And Karak is definitely a target at the moment, guys. And if I can capture there in that region, and then pull my way back, push my way back down through, that'll really help us. And we will be doing a lot of raiding up there, so we'll probably get a few rebellions, but I can deal with rebellions if needs be. I don't trust these humans who are marching through my territory here, but they do have a peace treaty with me at the moment. I don't really have much choice but to trust them for now. So basically it's my military might which has forced them to go to peace. When I was weak, everybody was going to war with me. I'm going to fight this one, guys, because if I can hold on to here for another turn, it gives me time to knock over a few buildings, basically. I'm probably going to lose this quite effectively, but we could always try. Might even be worth sallying forth. The Battle of Caragnorn. I'm going to do something which is potentially really silly. I am going to sally forth into them.
Here we go. Where's the scrap? There, boys. Face me.
No subtlety, we're just charging. Oh, can't I actually attack these siege towers with... Aha! How silly! I can't actually go into melee with these siege towers. I'd have thought I'd be able to attack those guys. Oop, here comes some magic against me. I know this was silly, guys. I know this isn't going to win me the battle, but it was good fun. smash into the back of them. That said, I'm not doing terribly, but the issue is they're going to get into my centre very quickly.
Time for slaughtering. Die or show us the enemy.
We are cracking some of them, actually.
Ready to bash. Here we go. Let's fight.
Again, no subtlety, let's just charge back into the back of these guys. Haha. Oh, he just fell over.
Rip their hearts out.
So watch these guys whacking them. He's a bit slow. There you go. I'm now having to fight to get back through my own gates.
Drinking victory.
Come on! And now they're going to squish me from both sides, which is actually really bad.
Chopper's ready.
It's unsurprising I'm losing this after my silly little sally forth, guys. I knew that was never going to end well, but that wasn't the point of it. The point of it was a bit of fun.
Murder the orcs. Send every last incorrupted soul to God.
However, that said, if I'd been able to actually attack the siege towers in melee, I might have done a bit better. So we've just got this nice little melee going on here.
Time for slaughtering.
Let's double time this now, guys, because this is now over. But it was a good fun little mess around of the battle. Now, on rare occasions, sallying forth does work quite well. I've done it with the lizard men quite successfully on a couple of occasions when I've had big monster armies in. I've had lots of lizards on the walls, and I've used and I basically, as they've got to hit my gate or my gate has fallen over, I've done a charge out with all of my monstrous units straight through their guys. So basically I counter-charge them as they come through the gate and push out into their forces out there. And you can cut, if they don't have too much there, you can just cut straight through and break them. Right, let's just charge down here now. Got all their units. Tell you what, we've made them pay for this. You know, even though we did make them pay for that, I've probably done better doing it that way than I would have holding the walls actually. But you know, even if I'd won, I'd have only helped them off for another turn, guys. Anyway, we will be ending this when we get back round to my turn, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Next session's going to be, we're just going to be continuing this advance against the dwarves to really try and hammer things home. Right, really try and push them back. Because basically, at the moment, while I've got while I've got the extra bit of strength. Ooh, that's not good. The Empire just became a lot stronger. But while I've got this extra bit of strength, guys, I really need to push against the... the Empire is getting worrying. I really need to push against the dwarves to really bring everything back together. So Grimgor is going to go straight here, and he's going to be followed. And there you go, they're bringing everything together now. He is going to be followed up by Wurrzag here, who's nearly back at full strength. Now we will loot and occupy, because I think I get a bit more fightiness from doing that. That did up his fightiness. His fightiness is not going up quickly at all. Anyway, guys, as I was saying, sorry, I am going to be ending this here. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and thank you for your time, guys.